Former President Donald Trump is facing more legal challenges. Mr. Trump is facing a $464 million bond requirement that he's expected to turn in this week to the state of New York. Early reports show that Mr. Trump may not be able to make this bond. And so the question is, what happens next?
From the campaign to the courtroom, a new filing shows Donald Trump can't pay his bond. Trump's lawyers say he's facing insurmountable difficulties trying to secure bond for the nearly $500 million that he owes related to that civil fraud judgment that came out in New York. As you recall, Trump was ordered to pay $355 million plus interest for a decade's worth of fraudulent financial statements that overvalued his real estate holdings and clearly hyped his wealth.
The question becomes, what happens now if President Trump cannot pay his legal bond? Does Attorney General for the state of New York arrest Mr. Trump? Does she go after his assets throughout the country? Now, there's a lot of interesting scenarios that could play out. You'll see a lot of stuff online saying that Donald Trump's about to be homeless and then he has no money. That's not necessarily the case, but what is true is that the Attorney General for the state of New York can start the process of seizing a lot of Mr. Trump's assets. Here's one benefit that Mr. Trump has. Some of his more popular assets, like Mar-a-Lago, his residence in the state of Florida, may be protected. It will probably take the state of New York a long time before they can seize certain assets. Then comes the legal question. If this is about what Mr. Trump owes, does this really include every asset of every company Mr. Trump owes? There's also the possibility that some assets may actually belong to the Trump family trust. We know that Mr. Trump's father previously set up a trust for his heirs. It's likely that President Trump has the same situation available. So we'll see what happens in the court, but don't believe that this is going to see the Trump family on Vrbo or Airbnb looking for a place to stay near you. But it is a significant challenge because part of Mr. Trump's attraction to voters is the belief that he is a billionaire, a successful businessman. The news reports critiquing his reporting of his financial wealth for the past several years may go to dissolve people or disabuse people of the illusion of Trump, the great businessman. What type of impact will that have on his voters, those that follow Mr. Trump? It's not sure, but I guarantee you there's going to be more to this story.